Title: The Grave Outside the Door. If you woke up one night and saw a headless figure sitting on a grave outside your bedroom window, would you run, or would you try to understand why it's there? In a remote village in Punjab, Pakistan, a house stood alone at the edge of endless fields. Outside its front door, there was a grave. An elderly man once lived there. Villagers believed he was possessed. After his death, no family managed to stay in that house for more than a week. Children became sick overnight. Faucets turned on by themselves. Laughter and crying echoed through empty rooms. Beds flipped without warning. Shadows moved slowly across the walls. Eventually, a small paranormal team agreed to investigate. The moment they stepped onto the property, a voice echoed around them. "Leave!" It wasn't inside the house. It wasn't behind them. It felt everywhere. The villager guiding them ran in terror. The team stayed. One investigator raised his flashlight toward the grave. Something was sitting on it. Humanoid. Still. Headless. Their camera caught it for a brief second. Then it vanished. Seconds later, it appeared on the roof. Then near the trees. Then behind them. It didn't walk. It appeared. Watchy, forcing down their fear. They stepped inside. The air felt thick, heavy. Distorted drawings of children covered the walls. In the center room lay a doll. Pins pushed deep into it. Strange symbols circled the floor. They agreed not to touch anything, but one member, Abdullah, began to shake. He whispered that something was standing behind him, touching his shoulder. No one was there. Then his foot struck the doll. A crash exploded through the house. Laughter filled the halls. A wooden cot lifted into the air. The temperature dropped instantly. Abdullah collapsed. From the bathroom hallway, glowing spheres floated outward. Not flames. Not sparks. Silent, drifting lights. Darkness. The house felt alive. Angry. Awake. The team ran. They later regained consciousness outside the property. There was no fire damage. No destruction. The house stood silent. The grave remained untouched. Their footage corrupted, except for one frame. The headless figure standing directly behind them. Closer than ever. The house still stands. And villagers say, some nights, something still sits on that grave, waiting. If you like this content, share it with your family and friends for more spine-chilling stories.